Hi, so today we have Shailendra here. So Shailendra is someone who inspires me a lot. So every time we have conversations, it's like it gives me the hype. And we study in the same college and we just passed out. So I asked people like how's their work. So everybody is like it's okay, and he's the only person who says it's great. So let's understand his way of living. Hi Shailu.
Hi Grace.
Yeah, audience. Hi.
Hi, hello.
And he works for SV.co. What did you want to become when you were a child? Like people
yeah.
always ask you, all relatives when they come home, they'll be like, what do you want to become? What do you want to become?
Yeah, I get the idea. So I basically want to be a. So my dream was to be always in the front line of change. So I want to like see change happening.
Change maker.
I want to see change happening.
Did you see that? Did you know that while you were in school?
Yeah. So basically in eighth
How
or
did you
seventh.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. So in seventh and eighth, I got internet, right? So in seventh and eighth, I got internet. So we could actually Google and
Okay.
go watch videos on YouTube. So you actually got broadband internet. So that was like the kick-ass change. So you could actually see videos on YouTube, and that's when I decided I actually want to see change happening. So one thing I clearly noticed when I was in seventh or eighth.
Okay, so you felt, oh, this is pretty awesome. I want to do something awesome like this.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I want to like be in the front line and see the change happening.
Okay.
So one of the good things, one of the best places to be is to be a scientist.
Okay.
So right from the eighth, I decided I want to be a nanotechnologist.
Okay.
So I looked
So
at
why nanotechnology? How did you come?
yeah.
into it?
So then I like looked into the pieces of technologies that were happening. So you can say fire, wheel. These all change humanity's way of
Okay.
thinking and the way they do things, like printing press.
Okay.
So the next big thing that happened was
Okay.
internet.
Okay.
Next big thing that was going to happen was nanotechnology.
So you
I
want to be the front
nanotechnology.
line.
Yeah.
Oh, such young clarity for a eighth standard old
Yeah, it
person.
didn't work out so. Good.
Okay, so he didn't do science, as we know. He studied in my college, engineering. So how did you? What made you take that decision?
Yeah, so the engineering plan was like in accordance with the nanotechnology. So it was a path to be a nanotechnologist. So I want to be a nanotechnology engineer
Okay.
rather than just a pure scientist. So I came to CET Trivandrum with all these hopes, like everyone else, to be a nanotechnologist.
Yeah, I came up with the hope of being an urban planner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so everyone has that. And
I
ended up,
actually remember like when in class, like people asked like how many of you took civil engineering by interest, and I was only the one among the two people who raised their hands.
Same here.
And fourth year I was like fuck engineering.
Same thing here, yeah.
Yeah. So you came to CT. So I know you work for RoboCT and NSS in the first 2 years.
Mainly Robocity, like
Yeah.
just talking with NSS, but not really work for NSS.
So like, how did you like start working for RoboCity?
So like first year of college, you get an idea like this is okay. Something's not happening here. Like you came with a lot of
Okay, you
dreams.
got that idea in first year itself.
Yeah. So you
I
can
got
clearly
that,
feel the
like,
pulse,
okay.
right? So first year you come, you have all these events happening. You just go with the flow.
Yeah, it was exciting, something really new.
Yeah, and then after 6 months, you know something is not happening. Like you had all these dreams, but that's not happening. Then you look at the places that, like, where the happenings,
Okay.
like things happen. And
Okay.
Robocity was clearly one place where like things
Happening
were
thing.
happening. Yeah.
So you
like
just
yeah,
went
just
there
went
and
there and
started
started
working.
yeah working. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I knew you quit all this.
Yeah.
So what happened to that?
So this is like one of the turning points. So I clearly look at life as the points where your point of views change.
Okay.
Your point of view about the world change. So in engineering, I clearly had this one point where my like viewpoint.
When was that? Second year.
Yeah, that was S3. Like I clearly remember it was the day before the signals and system exam.
Okay.
So I was like thinking, like all day long, 1 week long,
ഇതൊക്കെ cut ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും.
and couldn't realize. So I couldn't get an idea like what was happening. Like I'm studying signals and system, but I have no idea why I'm studying this for. Then I like sit and like thought for it for a long time, like 2-3 days continuously, and that's when I like realized, fuck this. I came here with all of my dreams, but I don't have to be stuck in that dream.
Okay.
The-
Because the college is not catering for it.
yeah. So the environment
Because
is not
the
helping.
educational facilities are not that evolved enough.
Yeah, the environment is not helping. So I love this quote.
So didn't you like think of quitting?
Yeah. So I thought of quitting.
That was first thing that you thought.
I thought of.
Okay.
Then I actually thought for it for a long time. So then I
Long
realized,
as in,
like 1-2 months,
okay.
there was this process of
Did
me
you
planning
talk to
to quit.
people?
Yeah. So I talked to my parents and I clearly said I'm quitting. Like this is not working for me. I want to like do some other things. But then I realized, okay, a lot of people quit. So I'm just one of them.
Okay.
I'll be just one of them if I just quit. Something more exciting is sitting there and figuring this shit out. Sit there, figure this shit out.
Okay.
And actually, when you figure this shit out, share so you can help more people. Because I
Okay.
clearly knew there was some other guy like me sitting the next year.
Yeah, that's why we have this channel for the whole point.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you had this. Okay, then what did you do? Like, what did you figure out?
Yeah. So then again, you look at the places where things are happening, right, in the world. Then you look at ways of thinking. So then the best way to like figure out different point of views about the world, different ways of thinking is to read books.
Okay.
Because that's the accumulated knowledge of the century.
So like, where do you start out? Like, did you just read random books or like
Yeah, I just started reading random books.
that you found on the internet?
Yeah.
Googled and
Googled and just started reading.
okay.
And I clearly understood. And the next week I bought a Kindle.
Okay.
Yeah, I have never convinced my parents to buy me something like the Kindle.
Okay.
Like I was so confident I wanted a Kindle.
Okay.
Like I knew this is where the
So that's an
Things are-
important tip. Like, if you are confident enough, you can convince
exactly.
anybody.
That's one thing I clearly understood. So people are like these mirrors. So what
Yeah.
happens is basically you put your emotions out and it reflects back to you. So if you're not confident enough, you can't convince someone. It's like this mirror thing. You need to see a person there like a mirror. You put your emotions out. If you're super confident, you get that back
Okay.
from that guy.
What was the one or two books that like drastically changed you?
Yeah. So the one book I like highly recommend for everyone is this Brain and the Meaning of Life.
Okay, yeah.
By Paul
Yes,
Thakkar.
recommended to me.
Yeah. So I recommend this to
And
every
I
person.
haven't read it. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so I like recommend to everyone who's seeing this, Brain and the Meaning of Life, Paul Thakkar.
Yeah. What did you conclude from reading all those books?
Yeah. So what I concluded was that
Yeah. What did you figure out?
Yeah. What I figured out was that nobody has figured this shit out.
Okay. Yeah.
So clearly,
Life shit.
Life shit. Yeah. So clearly nobody has figured this shit out. Not even science. Not the spiritual leaders.
Yeah.
Not the religions. Nobody like. So that gave me this freedom to nobody has figured this shit out. Like why worry? Like just go chill, have fun because nobody has figured this shit out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was what I figured out.
So yeah. What do you have all this figuring out?
Yeah. So then I like then I was like
So
super clear.
it must have been like life is beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from that point, I was like, what's the next challenging thing I can do? Because I clearly figured out that this is about fun.
Okay.
There's no ultimate like. This is journey. It's not about the destination.
Yeah.
So then I like figured out, I want to make the journey beautiful. I want to make the journey like super exciting. So one thing I clearly did was to make my point of view clear. So my point of view was I didn't want the placements because it was not exciting.
Yeah, and he didn't sit for placements. He didn't sit for campus placement. He's just two of the people I know who did that. So yeah, the story goes.
Yeah. So what that helps is it attracts the right kind of people. So I'd never have met Sanjay if I hadn't like made my point of view clear to the outside world.
Okay.
If I could have sat for a placement and made it safe.
Yeah.
So what
That's
I
what I
asked,
did.
yeah. So when I ask people like why are you sitting for placement, they say I clearly don't want the placement, but I'm just sitting to convince some of my parents.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting to like make it safe. So what the
The
issue
last
with that?
resort.
Yeah. So the issue with that, right? The issue with that is you don't make the point of view clear. For someone who's looking to meet people like them,
Sanjay.
yeah, you're confusing them because you're telling too many things.
Okay.
You're giving them a different, too many narratives. I'm sitting for placement, but I'm saying I don't want placements. You get the idea, right?
Yeah. I
So
get
once you make the point of view clear, you attract the right kind of people. Is what I feel.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you tell your parents that you're not sitting for placements?
Yes.
Okay. And what they say?
Yes. So this was this wonderful conversation I had with my mom.
Okay.
This was over phone, and she was like,
What did you just say? Amma, I'm not sitting for placement.
yeah, that was super chill.
Okay.
So I had the super chill conversations with my parents. So I was clearly saying, like, I'm not sitting for placements. My marks will be down. I'll clear the exams, but my marks will be down.
So you kept informing them all this.
Yeah, definitely. So that's one
So
thing I highly recommend
that's
people
a
to do.
very
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing I like super highly recommend people to do, because the one thing I have realized is when you become open, right, and when you become confident, you start to see how open other people are, like how much they like believe you, how much they trust you. Once you start trusting them. So this is again that mirror thing which keeps happening to me again and again. So once I start opening up, I realize they are super open. Like parents are super open. They are like ready to like
Accept.
take everything in, accept everything. So this was this wonderful conversation I had with my mom. So she clearly asked me, so what are you doing, Shailu? Like,
What are you
you're
doing
not
with
sitting for
life?
placements. Yeah, you're not sitting for placements. What are your plans? What are you doing actually? I'm like, Amma, what do you want me to have? You want me to be happy, right? I am. She's like, yeah.